Good morning, students. Today's our topic is paranasal air sinuses. According to its name, they are situated around the nasal cavity. And you already learned about the, according to shape of the bone, classification of bone, pneumatic bone. So this paranasal air sinus is nothing but the air containing spaces or bone. They are present around the nasal cavity. That is called as a paranasal air sinuses. Now this paranasal air sinuses, this diagram showing the front view, they are located around the nasal cavity and they are arranged in the pair. For example, frontal air sinus, ethmoidal air sinus, sphenoidal air sinus and maxillary air sinus. Out of these four air sinuses, ethmoidal air sinus having variable in number. More than two are there. So they are situated around the nasal cavity. Out of the four sinuses, maxillary sinus is the largest one. Now we also see through the lateral view of the skull. Frontal air sinus, mostly it is triangular in shape. Ethmoidal air sinus, they are variable in number. Sphenoidal air sinus, again they are two in number. Maxillary air sinus, again two in number. So maxillary air sinus is somewhat pyramidal in shape. So this diagram, front view and lateral view showing the location of the paranasal air sinuses. Now this coronal section, schematic diagram of the paranasal air sinuses. These paranasal air sinuses can be described according to the landmark, that is the orbit of the eye. So sphenoidal air sinus is present above and behind the orbital cavity. Frontal air sinus is present above the orbital cavity. Maxillary air sinus present below the orbital cavity. And ethmoidal air sinus are present medial to the orbital cavity. So orbit of the eye is a landmark to describe the various paranasal air sinuses. So these are the three concha present in the lateral wall of the nose. So you already learned about the lateral wall of the nose showing the superior, middle and inferior nasal concha. And below all the three concha there is a space is called as a meatus. Superior meatus, middle meatus and inferior meatus. So out of all the three meatus, superior meatus and middle meatus, these paranasal air sinuses are open. Now, according to briefly development of the paranasal air sinuses, they are the diverticula of the respiratory part of nasal cavity into the surrounding adjacent bone. Now, features of the paranasal air sinus, they all open into the nasal cavity. They all are lined by the pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium, that is the respiratory epithelium of the nasal cavity. And all paranasal air sinuses are supplied by the branches of the trigeminal nerve. Now, according to location, clinically they are divided into main two groups. According to they are drained into the middle meatus of the nose or not. So, anterior and posterior paranasal air sinus. Anterior paranasal air sinus include the frontal air sinus, anterior and middle ethmoidal air sinus and maxillary sinus. They are drained into the middle meatus of the lateral wall of the nose. Then posterior group of paranasal air sinuses are the posterior ethmoidal air sinus and sphenoidal air sinus. They are drained into the superior meatus of the lateral wall of the nose. Now sinuses exhibit the two types of growth during their development. First, they appear about 7 to 8 years during the dentition of the permanent teeth, and second growth occurs at the pubertal age. Now one thing is keep in mind, that is all sinuses are present in rudimentary form at the time of birth except frontal air sinuses, which start developing 2 or 3 years after birth. Now functions of the paranasal air sinuses, that is the function of the pneumatic bone. So they make the skull light in weight. They also add resonance to the voice They act as a air conditioning chamber by adding humidity and temperature to the inspired air, and also they aid in the growth of the facial skeleton of the face. So these are the development, features and functions of the paranasal air sinuses. Now we discuss the paranasal air sinuses one by one. First of all, frontal air sinus. Frontal air sinus, that is located between the two outer and inner tables of the squamous part of the frontal bone. It is somewhat triangular in shape. So in addition to this upward extension, frontal air sinus also extend backward along with the medial part of the roof of the bony orbit. So they lies above the orbit. This one is the orbit. So they lies above the orbit. Now it also presents some measurement, that is vertically it is about 3 cm in length, horizontally about 2.5 cm, and anterocostally about 1.8 cm in measurement. Now frontal air sinus is communicate with the middle meatus of the lateral wall of the nose via this ethmoidal infundibulum and frontonasal duct, and open into this hiatus semilunaris present in the middle meatus of the lateral wall of the nose. So this is the communication of the frontal sinus with the middle meatus of the nose. Now frontal air sinus is supplied by the anterior ethmoidal vessels and also the anterior ethmoidal nerves, and lymphatic drainage of the frontal air sinus is into the submandibular group of lymph node. So this is about the frontal air sinus. Now next to this, that is the ethmoidal air sinus. Ethmoidal air sinus are arranged in 3 groups: anterior, middle and posterior group. Now anterior group are 3 to 7 in number, middle group are 1 to 3 in number, and posterior group of ethmoidal air sinus are 1 to 11 in number. Now exactly where ethmoidal air sinus are located? They are located within the labyrinth of the ethmoid bone and medial side of the bony orbit. Between the lateral wall of the nose and medial wall of the bony orbit, these ethmoidal air sinus are located. Now anterior and middle ethmoidal air sinus, they are open into the middle meatus of the lateral wall of the nose, that is hiatus semilunaris, and posterior ethmoidal air sinus is open into the superior meatus of the lateral wall of the nose. Now blood supply of the ethmoidal air sinus, that is supplied by the anterior ethmoidal vessels, and nerve supply, that is again anterior ethmoidal nerves. Posterior ethmoidal air sinus, that is drained into the retropharyngeal group of lymph node, and anterior and middle ethmoidal air sinus is drained into the submandibular group of lymph node. So this is about the communication of the ethmoidal air sinus with the middle meatus as well as superior meatus of the lateral wall of the nose. So this coronal section showing these 3 concha, superior, middle and infranasal concha. This one is the nasal septum. So this diagram showing the 1/2 of the nasal cavity and communication of the paranasal air sinuses. This one is the maxillary air sinus. This one is the uncinate process of the ethmoid bone. So this is about the frontal air sinus and ethmoidal air sinus.